Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Jedi Knight Edition. And once again, we are now going to be on our ship. Oh, it's so nice to actually be back, because I like Rishi, but I don't like it that much, so I'm perfectly happy to be leaving now, and we're going to be interacting with the galaxy map, of course, and we're going to be heading on to not Voss, thank you, we're going to be going to Yavin 4, which is over here. We're probably going to be getting some very big cutscene? No, we're not in actual fact. We're just going to be getting a conference table. Okay, well, let's exit our ship and we'll go and be speaking to, I would assume, Darth Mar and Satil Shan, of course. Okay, so we've entered the Coalition command post, and I think it's just a matter of time until they interrupt me and begin the cutscene way before I even reach the table. That's probably going to happen? No? Okay, apparently I just need to interact with it. Oh, that's pretty weird, actually. I actually thought it was going to be a proximity thing. But apparently not.
My master wishes to report that the surrounding terrain is quite rugged. The Revanites are based in an ancient temple nearby. We found no usable supplies or shelter.
The other scouts gave similar reports. There has been some contact with Revanite patrols, but no heavy resistance as yet.
I can feel the Emperor's presence here. I'd know it anywhere. But that presence isn't alone.
The Emperor isn't the only Sith to have left his mark on this place.
We need better eyes on the region around us. Scouts can only patrol so far and brush this dense.
It is more than that. I sense their fear, their distrust. This world is mired in ancient hatreds, and we have brought more than our share already.
Was there a suggestion somewhere in all that?
The troops are too distracted by each other to keep a proper lookout. They're expecting to be stabbed in the back.
Then we'll set an extended perimeter past the outer guards and make it impartial. Sensor equipment doesn't pick sides.
I can take care of that.
Once our position is secure, we can focus on Revan.
I'm gonna get those sensors running. Keep me informed.
Always.
Good luck.
Oh, okay, well, yes, this is very similar to how we were treated with Zainash, but yes, I guess we will be heading off into the wilderness and placing a bunch of perimeter sensors. Not particularly something I feel a Jedi Master should be doing, but, well, I guess that is the task that has befallen us, isn't it? Okay, so while we exit one of the many cave systems on Yavin, we have been greeted by the next 3 perimeter sensors. I decided just to skip the initial 3 because there really isn't much that happens in actual fact, and we're now going to head off to the last 2. I must admit that the people really do get a little bit irritating around here because I don't really mind, but I feel like some online etiquette would actually go a little ways to actually be quite nice, but I guess that's the culture surrounding MMOs lately, which is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, it actually happens that I was fighting a champion unit similar to this, and then someone actually came along and decided, oh, you know what, I'm just going to take this from under you, even though you have been fighting this for a very long time. Yeah, that happens more often than not, I have to say, which is kind of sad, but well, it's just one of those things, I suppose. Not everyone is going to be polite, and not everyone is going to be, well, generous, I suppose. Even though they don't particularly even have to wait that long. It is literally just a selfish thing, I guess, but, well, everyone is inherently selfish in some way, I suppose, but it just so happens that in a game, that's kind of a bit weird, but whatever the case, let's establish the connection with the perimeter sensor hub.
I've finished planting the sensors.
Good work. Before you come back to base, I think an extra modification is in order. With a few tweaks, we can set the sensors to forward us extra data on Imperial activities. They won't even know it's happening.
You want to spy on the Empire's forces?
I think recent events have taught us to keep an eye over our shoulder. We won't be doing anything to damage their capabilities, just staying informed on them.
You don't have to convince me. Just walk me through the modifications.
Alright, start with the internal communications processor. That should do it. I'll scrub our chat from the comm lab. You should get back to base. Theron out.
And I'm perfectly happy to actually side with Theron on this, and I don't know why it's a dark side option. Sure, okay, yeah, we're mistrusting the Imperial forces, but I mean, wouldn't they do the same thing? I'm pretty sure they would do the same thing, maybe. And oh, hello there. Oh, it seems to be a familiar face. I'm actually wondering who this might be. Is it the fellow that actually interacted with the thing that we fought? Maybe what I was talking about earlier. Is it really that guy? I'm not saying. I'm really not saying. But take note. Take note, everyone. Oh, no, of course not. I'm just kidding. It is that guy, but I'm just kidding about taking notes. And, oh yes, we now just need to head back to the conference table. That's perfectly fine. Coalition staging. Isn't it amusing that the guy that actually took the thing from under me is actually behind me now? That's kind of a bit weird, isn't it? Well, I suppose that is just a little bit of cosmic balance, perhaps? Well, I actually have no idea, but we are going to head back and speak to Darth Maul and, of course, to Satil, and we'll see how things are going. I'm pretty sure everything's going quite swimmingly right now, and I'm guessing that they're going to give me a proximity activation now. Are they? No? No? Oh, okay, apparently not. That's a little bit weird. Always happens otherwise.
You sense it too. Not the ancient Sith or the Emperor. Not Revan. Another presence. Different from the rest.
Yes, it is more like you.
I sense it too. Is it really possible that a light side presence could exist here?
The light can flourish anywhere.
Apparently.
Sensors are picking up something a bit more solid. Large structures, mixture of ancient and modern materials. Looks like they've been ransacked. Lots of debris.
Check for broadcasts in signal range 47.2.
What am I seeing here? It's encoded.
The facts behind a rumor. That signal range is used only by the Imperial Guard. The structure we've found must be their training facility.
Rumor? Are you telling us you never knew where the Imperial Guard came from?
The Emperor's inner circle guards its secrets carefully.
If the Guard has a facility here, they may have information on the Emperor's hiding place. That would lead us straight to Revan.
Agreed. As this concerns only Imperial interests, I will assemble a team of my own to investigate. Beniko, with me.
We can't sit back and watch. There's no telling what they might pull out of that facility. We can't just take their word for it.
Hurry. While Mar is gathering his team, make your way out of the camp and search the Imperial Guard base as quickly as possible.
We'll stall the imps as much as we can. Let's just hope this doesn't turn ugly.
We'll need our full strength to defeat Revan when the time comes. Don't do anything to jeopardize that.
We won't.
May the Force be with you.
Well, I gotta say, it's a little bit awkward now, isn't it? It's like, oh, we're going behind the Imperials' backs, but we're also allied with them. It's kind of a bit weird, but yeah, I guess I'm okay with that. Are we okay with that? I guess so. So, yeah, we're just gonna be... Ooh, very nice. We actually get some pretty good implants right here. Maybe we can actually... Yes, there we are. That's actually quite a bit better. And we are now going to be making our way to the training grounds and hopefully infiltrating them without raising any suspicion. Ooh. Alright, so we have reached the training grounds. I actually didn't think that this was going to be the training ground area, but I guess it is. So, Revanite Overseers, as well as the supplies associated with them, are going to be our first target, at least here. Let's try and attack this while he's stunned. There we go. Gotta make sure that we don't have anyone intercepting these things, don't we? Yes, you never know when someone's going to come along and just go, yoink? Yeah, that would be good to avoid, at least right now. Ah, there's one. Yes, of course. There's quite a few people around here that do that. Oh, look, there's our friend. There's our friend that decided to do stuff to our previous things. And he's actually helping us a little bit. Ah, thank you very much. I don't think he meant to do that. No, definitely not. So, let's head on over here, take out these followers as well. Now, shall we take a bet to see whether he comes over and steals these supplies? I'm not entirely sure if he's even seen them, but I'm pretty sure he might. I think he might. I wouldn't put it past him, anyway, but we'll see. Wouldn't it be amusing?
Stay down.
Okay, well, there we have it. We are done with the mission. And now we'll be heading into the inner chamber. Heading into the inner chamber. How redundant. But yes, we are going to be going in there and taking a look at, well, what I would assume may be some kind of Imperial... Yep, Imperial Guard Academy. Yep, there it is. That's exactly what I wanted to know. So, let's head on in and see what's up. Oh, hello there.
Invaders! Interlopers! This world is off limits! He told us from the start, only the devoted, only the purest, his orders, his command!
Great. Someone to question, and he's lost his mind.
No, I see clearly. His sight can never be lost.
You were attacked by the followers of a man named Revan. Do you know where he's gone?
To the temple. And from there, the final steps are walked. We have failed, but so will he. Plans within plans, always. This too has been foreseen. All possibilities are witnessed and adjusted for.
What are you talking about?
The end is inevitable. All will be devoured to fuel his transcendence. All nations, all worlds, all species. You, me, Revan. None will survive.
Oh, okay. Apparently that signals the start of our combat. Okay, that was kind of a little bit uncomfortable, I suppose you could say, because we drew our lightsaber, stood there for a couple of seconds, and was just like, oh yes, I've drawn my lightsaber. Do you see it? It's actually rather fantastic. And then he was like, oh, well, I have a staff. It's a bit longer than yours. And various other remarks, but yes, he's kind of crazy, isn't he?
My death serves his will, as all do. We are the fuel. Our sacrifice ignites his blazing glory.
I see you've made a new friend.
This man is the only survivor of Revan's attack. We need to take him back to the camp for questioning.
Then we will. Return to the camp. We have much to discuss.
Closer.
Oh, did you hear that? Mysterious voices in our head. Are we going crazy? Are we like Commander Ivan? I'm not entirely sure, but I know one thing, and that is to return to the Coalition staging area once again. Okay, so shall we have a guess? Is it going to be proximity, or is it just going... No, it actually says report to the conference table, so I should just, apparently, interact with it. Okay.
This was an Imperial matter. Your Jedi had no place in it.
We're supposed to be working together. If the situations were reversed, wouldn't you have done the same thing?
You don't trust us.
If you trusted us, having me involved wouldn't have been an issue.
This is a dangerous game you play.
Kill each other now? Wait until later. It's all the same. It all fuels the flame.
Enough. I will wrench the information we need from this man. The rest can be settled later.
Why not let Master Satele have a try at that?
Do not push me further.
Violence is what drove him into his current state. More will only make him worse. You're welcome to observe everything, but a gentler hand will be more successful. I'm sure of it.
Let's get this over with.
I must say, Master Satele is quite a pleasant interrogator. Thurin should be quite proud.
Let's find out what we're up against.
A device for mass ritual sacrifice? That's seriously what he called it?
Capable of killing every living thing on this moon as fuel for the Emperor's resurrection.
And housed within the very temple the Revanites are using as their base of operations.
So, we'll have to breach the temple and shut the weapon down before Revan can activate it.
Getting inside at all will be challenging enough.
The temple entrance has a locking system that can be overridden from the outside, provided we find the right mechanisms.
On it.
I certainly never thought we'd be killed by an ancient Sith murder machine.
We're fortunate to have run into each other.
Think I found the locks Ivan mentioned. You better get out there and take a look. We'll feed you info as we find it.
May the Force serve you well.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a rather quick and decisive ending to that conversation. Well, we'll be taking this, thank you very much. I will, of course, put a crystal in it. There we go. Now, we do have a couple of... Yes, we have a lot of common data crystals. How many do we actually... Wait a minute. Where's my currency tab? I think it's over here. Yeah, there we go. So I have 943 in actual fact. That's pretty nice, I've got to say. But we will now end this episode off here and head to the temple courtyard in the next one. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.